Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Heal Lift Rise. My name is Carla. Thank you all so very much for joining me here. Truly appreciate every single one of you, all of your love, support, and kindness to the channel. Of course, if you are new, welcome to the Heal Lift Rise community. I hope you'll become a part of this wonderful tribe where we talk about all things healing, lifting our vibration, and rising to become the best version of ourselves. I am on this journey with you, friends. So excited and so very honored to be a part of your journey and you a part of mine. So thank you, wherever you are tuning into this video at this time. I wanted to share a video about fluidity and what does that mean? What am I talking about? And this kind of came up for me recently, and it's funny because this is just the journey. I feel like a lot of my experiences, the things that I go through, and the awareness that I have of the lessons within the things that I go through, messages, visions, guidance, whatever, all of it, I feel like it provides a source, a resource for those that might need this information and, you know, help along their journey. So I want you to know every video that I make, I really do put the effort to give you something that you can take away, something within your heart, something within your mind, something that's going to inspire you, uplift you, genuinely to help you on your journey, validate your journey, empower you. And I'm going to be digging deeper and deeper into the things that I want to share with you, because my journey is changing. There's a lot that has been revealed to me over, I would say, the past month. And there's just a lot of changes that I have to make within my life, and the things that are going to be I'm going to be more focused on in this coming year for 2025. But definitely want to share with you as much as I can about the things I feel like could help you on your journey. Fluidity being something that's very, very powerful. And I talk about this from time to time in videos. There have been, I think, a couple videos I talked about the art of letting go, surrendering. And this kind of ties in a little bit into fluidity, but I want to go a little bit deeper and share some things with you about it. Getting to becoming fluid and getting to this place of fluidity in our lives requires us to get out of our mind, lose our mind, get into your heart, and get into this place of surrender within us. But the surrender also balances and ties in with trust. So trust with the universe and having like a deeper cultivated faith on what you are experiencing and what is occurring. And I recently had something occur over the past weekend that gave me greater awareness of something that I really need to get better at and work on. And I'm always grateful for that. You know, I'm on this journey with you. As I always say in the video, I really am on this journey with you. So I myself am not perfect, am too going through some of the same things you are going through. But I'm always glad when I can obtain greater awareness of myself and of the things that are, you know, maybe hindering or causing issues in my own reality. And it's funny because it always circulates back to me. It always circulates back to my own stuff and like whatever I am need to releasing or work on within myself. So you know, one of the things I think, which is just natural for us, you know, as human beings, we tend to get fixated on a certain outcome. We have expectations of our loved ones, expectations of friends and the people in our lives that we care about, expectations about how people show up. And I've learned over the years that having expectations is really a setup for disaster, because you can sit there and expect something from someone you love, and if they don't live up to that expectation of yours, it is grounds for disappointment. And I have learned to let go more and more of expectations of what I'm expecting. And that, of course, is very helpful. Now, where it comes to not just expectations, but how we, in our own mind, expect something to occur. So even we can have expectations around a situation, or if you have plans, let's go with this example. Let's say you have plans, you're going to go somewhere, okay? And there's a certain time frame, you're going to go to this event or whatever it is. And the plans change, or certain things you thought you were going to do before the plans change, and it was out of your control, out of maybe the other person's control. It's something just came up, and it just couldn't happen, right? And how you respond to that is going to be like the game changer of everything, because I think for a lot of people, there is a certain expectation of this has to be this way, or I will be upset, or this can't go any other way because I will be upset. And I feel like it's a testament to showing you where you are rigid in your ability to adapt to change. And being able to adapt to change is so important. And I think, as you know by now on your journey, there have been so many changes in your life. And there are things that happen out of your control, and you have to learn to kind of roll with the punches, so to speak, and adapt to whatever is occurring. For some of you, maybe your parents divorced at a young age, and completely out of nowhere, or completely blindsided you, out of your control, has nothing to do with you, but you had to learn to adapt to a new living situation, a new environment, a new family dynamic that you did not expect you would have to adhere and change with. So this is very important, because at the end of the day, especially as adults, okay, especially as we become an adult and we grow up, we do have to learn to kind of go with the flow with whatever is occurring that is outside of our control. We can only control ourselves. We cannot control other people. We can't control the weather. We can't control traffic. There are a numerous amount of things that we just don't have a grasp of control on, and it is for a reason. We have to learn to become more fluid with the changes that occur, and when it occurs suddenly, for whatever reason, allow that to be, and allow yourself to adapt to the change and to flow with whatever is occurring. Because it doesn't make it better when you get really upset, or you respond with a lot of anger, emotions, a lot of wasted energy about something you cannot control. You basically do yourself a disservice by responding in a way that doesn't benefit you. So, getting very, very upset and yelling, or having anger or anything, just because it's out of your control, really doesn't benefit the situation or make things better. And I feel like this is a collective thing too. It's not just stuff you might experience, in your own reality. This is something we're having to learn to get better at, getting better at becoming more fluid in our reality with everything, going with the flow of certain changes that are going to be occurring in our day-to-day. For many of us, this could even be our jobs, things that are out of our control. Having to learn to flow with what is occurring. And this doesn't mean that you're not still putting your intention out there of whatever it is you're wanting to create and whatever it is you're wanting to experience. Still living with purpose and intention and whatever it is you're wanting. But it's more of adapting to the fact that sometimes there are things that are going to occur and it is going to test you, and you just have to learn to let go and flow. Like how willing are you to let go and to trust God and trust in a higher power that you're being guided, and for whatever reason the situation had to change or your plans had to change. How willing are you to let go and just let it be? That is a big one. And like I said, I feel like collectively we're going through that of how willing are we to let go, letting go of our attachments, our stories, of expectations of people, of others, and facing and dealing with what is at hand more consciously and from a place of, surrender, and not trying to control every aspect or thing or person in our reality. It's funny because I also had watched one of my very first video that I had ever posted on here. And it's so funny to see how much I've changed in just a short almost 5 years since I posted that video. And there was something, though, that I took away from it, because it was something that I felt like I even needed that reminder of working with the energy that is present, never working against it. And that sentence was so powerful for me. I needed to hear that today. And I felt like this is something I feel like everybody needs to hear. Work with the energy that is being presented to you. Never work against it, because whatever is occurring in your reality is for a reason. So if you can learn to work with that challenging energy or something that might trigger you, I promise you that you will gain something from it. And it's going to help move you in a better way, like up-level you. If you're willing to work with it, vice try to run from it, try to ignore it or whatever. Like if you actually try to work with that challenging energy, that triggering energy, whatever, it will actually benefit you in the end. And this goes to say, because everything in our reality is a reflection of ourselves. So if we can learn to work with ourselves, essentially, that's what it is. We end up, as we continue on this journey of awakening and gaining more awareness, we come to a point where we realize everyone is God. Like every person, you see God in everyone, and you start to have less judgment, but then you start to realize that everyone in your environment is for you. It's meant to be worked with. And that doesn't mean you have to be friends with everybody. That doesn't mean you have to hang out with everybody. But it just means that every circumstance, like every situation that you're encountering, people you're encountering, it's for a reason. So have greater awareness and more acceptance, less judgment, less, all of the, running from and the cutting out, have more openness, because essentially you are dealing with you. And that's what what I've learned. You're dealing with you. But if you can do that and you can allow yourself to become more fluid and be in this flow state of where you're more trusting, less controlling, less in your mind, and more in the flow, in sync, in tuned, you will find that life has a way of working itself out. And even when things don't always go the way you planned it, there's always a higher and greater perspective for that. I thought I just saw somebody walk by. There's nobody else in my house but me and my daughter, but like right now, but I thought I just saw somebody. So I definitely really wanted to share this video, wanted to share this info about fluidity and, you know, just getting into a place of less control, more acceptance, more flow. And you'll find that life goes a lot better when you're less reactive to what doesn't go your way and more an acceptance of whatever is. Acceptance of whatever is, you know? If it's out of your control, let it go. I just had to share that, really wanted to share that. So I hope in some way this video helped you, gave you a different perspective. And until next time, my friends, take very good care. I love you guys so much. Bye.